Emily, and today for my demonstration speech, I'm going to be making enchiladas. I first learned about this recipe in elementary school when my mom bought me this cookbook for kids that had all kinds of different recipes in it, and this one was really easy. So I'm going to start by putting in some homemade salsa. My Uncle Theo canned this salsa with his own tomatoes and bell peppers and onions. So salsa, and then you'll put in a whole thing of sour cream. Okay, it looks kind of gross, but it's actually really good, I promise. So then you just mix these together. This is what you're going to dip your tortillas in. It makes them really soft and just makes it taste really good, because the salsa gives it all kinds of different flavors. And so we'll just mix that up really, really good. Then I got some large tortillas, and you just dip both sides into the salsa sour cream mixture, and then you'll pull it out, and I put it on a plate, and then you'll use some meat and you'll scoop it in the middle like so. This meat is deer meat, and we actually killed this deer last year during hunting season, and we processed it and froze it and cooked it ourselves. So it's very organic and very good for you. We usually do that with all our meat. It's kind of like a family tradition. We usually bond during it. Like, my stepdad kills the deer, then he'll bring it home and he'll hang it upside down and let it drain all its blood out. and then he'll skin it, and Jessica, my sister, she'll help like detail it, and she'll get all the tendons and stuff off. And then my mom grinds it, and I usually wrap it and label it and put it in our freezer. So we usually all just kind of bond during those moments. It's pretty cool. And we usually eat off of the meat for all year, because this last year we got 2. So I think this one's from our buck that we got. It was pretty expensive. You know, if you would have bought this, it would have been pretty expensive. So saving a lot of money doing this is pretty awesome. Most of the things I'm using today was homegrown or canned, or stuff like that. We usually try to stay organic in our house. It's pretty fun knowing that you're eating healthy and getting the most out of what you got. My mom has a large garden, and we usually can all kinds of salsa and different vegetables that we eat off of for the rest of the year as well. So when we don't have fresh vegetables, we'll eat our canned vegetables. And so we usually eat off that, or we give it as gifts or anything like that. So I'm just rolling these enchiladas really tight together and sticking them in this pan. So when I'm finished, I'm going to pour the extra sour cream and salsa on top of them, and put it in cheese. Put on cheese on top, and then you'll just let it cook in the oven at 350 just until the cheese melts, because the meat's already been cooked. So it's a pretty easy recipe, and it doesn't take too long. And this usually feeds us for a while, because usually we have a lot of leftovers. So but hopefully one day I'll be able to pass this cookbook on to one of my kids, because it kind of meant a lot to me, and this is how I really started learning how to cook. It has all kinds of different like stuff that tells you what everything in the kitchen is. It was just really neat to be able to learn how to, read a recipe and really understand how to bake stuff by myself as a young child. So I'm doing my last one right now. Okay, and just roll it tight, and I'll stick it in the pan. Move this. Okay, so I've got all my enchiladas right here, all together, and I'm just gonna pour some extra sauce on top. Okay, and then let me wash my hands real quick. Okay, and so then we'll put some cheese on it. On top, this one makes it really good. I'm personally a good fan of cheese. You know, more cheese the better. So, okay. So, and then once you have your cheese on it, you'll stick it in the oven to bake at 350. Once the cheese melts, it's good to pull out and eat. I usually serve it with a side of sour cream. But that's about it. So enjoy your enchiladas.